Hi, I'm Tricia Plovey, and I am with Canine Companions Rescue Center. Canine Companions Rescue Center is a nonprofit, a 501c3 corporation. We were founded in 2004 with the purpose of working with the community and area animal control agencies to promote the adoption of dogs without families. And it's our goal to rescue dogs with good family potential. If our adopters and our dogs are both happier after the match, then we've completely done our job. So as we start off our first segment with Canine Companions, we decided to have a name chosen, and we put it out to all of our supporters on Facebook that follow us and that have adopted dogs in the past from us, and we got a great response. So we asked them to help name the show. Some of the entries were pretty hysterical. One of them was Barkcast, there was Puppy Vision, Petwork TV, which I thought was pretty creative, FurTube, Kibble Vision, Pawcast, one of my personal favorites, Paw in Order, Pets in the City, Game of Bones, for you Game of Thrones fans out there, and Bark Tank. That's just to name a few. Rachel Brown actually had the winning name, and that is CCRC Petflix. So thank you for all of your entries. We sincerely appreciate it. And thank you, Rachel, for all of your creative ideas and everyone that sent in ideas. We appreciate it. We do have a special guest with us today, Lindsay Emery, who is one of our directors at Canine Companions Rescue Center. Lindsay is here to talk to us about a recent hoarding case that Canine Companions Rescue Center helped with and got involved with. Lindsay, can you tell us a little bit about the hoarding case?
Sure. So we were called on by a local animal control after they got a hoarding case of Yorkshire Terriers that were in fairly poor condition. They needed some relief from all those dogs, so they arranged a transport, and we arranged to take 10 of those Yorkies. We got 6 adult dogs, as you can see on the picture there, that were very small Yorkies, and then 4 puppies as well. When they came on the transport, we actually noticed that the puppies were not doing very well. They seemed to have a hard time eating. They went directly into a foster home, but they were having a hard time wanting to eat, and we took them to our veterinary center at Advanced Pet Care in Clarkston. And they just told us that the puppies had very low blood sugar, low glucose levels, and tried to treat them there. And decided that they needed to actually be transferred to Oakland Veterinary Referral Services in Bloomfield Hills. Okay. That was a lot of expense for us to decide to take on. It's a 24-hour emergency facility, but it was really the best place for those puppies to be at that time. So 2 of the puppies went there, 2 of them were able to remain in a foster home, and the puppies were actually treated for 6 total days at the veterinary center there.
Okay. What exactly was wrong with the puppies, Lindsay?
They had just very low blood sugar. We're not really sure why their blood sugar was so low. It just probably was that they were so small and malnourished. They were not treated. They just didn't have the medical care they needed from the very beginning of their life. Okay. So it could have been that their mom wasn't able to take care of them well, did not have proper nutrition herself, but they were not able to feed themselves properly. So they had to be tube fed, and they had to have a lot of IV fluids. We did a lot of medical testing, and they did not come back positive for any specific illnesses. They just were not able to sustain life at that point. They needed a lot of support.
Yeah. I remember seeing some of the pictures come across Facebook, and it was a little heartbreaking to see them in their incubator and being treated. Yeah. How are the puppies doing today?
They're doing awesome. They really are. They are being fostered. The 2 5-week-old puppies are being fostered by a vet tech and family members that are employees at the OVRS, the Oakland Veterinary Referral Services. So they are fostering them. They're in excellent hands, and they are doing better. They are still being treated, and just making sure that they continue on their good road to recovery. Mm-hmm. And when they are medically cleared, then we will start taking applications for them for adoption. But right now we're focusing on making sure they're 100% healthy.
Okay. As it should be, right?
Yep.
I know anytime you have 24/7 care like that, whether it be humans or animals, it's got to be really expensive. Who covered the medical expenses for the Yorkies?
That is all possible through donations. Since we are a nonprofit, we try to have a medical fund available for cases such as this that come up. However, we were not expecting such a large bill that we had for these puppies. Ended up being over $6,000 for these 6 days of medical care for them. So we reached out to our supporters, we started some fundraisers, and were able to collect about half of that total bill for the puppies. And then we are also doing some ongoing fundraisers such as a bottle drive and accepting bottle donations at Petco in Auburn Hills on Sundays from 12 to 4. We always take donations on our Facebook page as well and our website.
Okay, excellent. Which our website, if you want to learn more about the Yorkies and their story, which is a really touching story, and there were so many people that went into getting them on a healthy road, you can see that story at ccrcdogs.com. So I really appreciate you sharing that information with us and sharing the story with us. You can also learn more on the Facebook page, which is, the link is for the Facebook page, Facebook, ccrcdogs.com also, I believe. So, and then Lindsay, you have a summer tip for us, right?
I do.
And what would that tip be?
The one thing I wanted to share was about making sure that when you realize that dogs do not have the same kind of protective gear as we do. We get to wear shoes and sandals and usually have something that's protecting us from the ground, from the hot pavement. And a lot of dogs are walked on sidewalks or on asphalt or in parks, those kind of areas, and people don't realize how hot the ground can get there, so it can actually scald their paws. There's a lot of pictures showing, you can easily see that the pads have actually been scorched off the dog's paws because people just didn't realize that they're stepping on the hot asphalt. When it's hot for us, it's really best to touch it with your bare hand, touch the pavement, so that you can see if the ground is okay. If it's too hot for you to leave your hand on the pavement, then it's too hot for the dog to walk on there. And also just understanding that pets don't have the same coping mechanism for heat as we do. They can't sweat. Dogs don't sweat, so they are panting. So they really need to be, they don't always know their limits, and it's best if you can give them a chance to rest, make sure they have ample water, and just taking all that into account that they don't always deal with the heat the same way that a person would.
Okay, that's great feedback and great advice. I wish I would have had that 2 days ago. We went to the Clarkston Parade with all of our dogs, and I walked my dog that I got from CCRC. And afterwards, he got home. He was exhausted from being out in the heat and then walking on the pavement too. He had a blister on one of his pads. So
happen easily.
Yeah, that's great feedback. So we will actually be right back with our featured dog of the week, Summer. So we're excited to show you her, and we'll be right back. Hi, welcome back. We are here with our pet of the week, Summer. And Lindsay, what can you tell us about Miss Summer?
Summer is a 1-year-old pit bull mix that we got from a local animal control facility. She had no fur pretty much when we got her, and it was determined that she had Demodex mange, which is a kind of mange that does affect dogs that are often in dirty conditions. Come on, Summer, hop up so everyone can see you. And she is, you can see that is the picture that when we got her, that is how she looked. So she had a severe mange and a severe skin infection as well. And so she needed to be treated, and she went right into a foster home that agreed to be her long-term foster care, since we knew it would take a while for her to get better. We got her back in February, so this is about 5 months of treatment for her. And we've been treating her with some medications that help. You can see she's looking much, much better today. She's looking very fancy there at her foster home. She's a great girl, and we were able to provide that treatment through donors helping us provide that long-term treatment for her and helping her feel better. She is currently still being treated for a secondary skin infection. We are running some tests to see what else is going on to help her grow some hair back and feel a little more comfortable. As you can see, Summer is very food motivated. She likes her treats. She's a very sweet girl. She's friendly with everybody and does great in her foster home with dogs and cats. So she's just an all-around great girl that would be a wonderful addition to a family when she's totally healthy and ready to be adopted.
Excellent. Thank you, Lindsay. We appreciate it. And then our final topic today is on fostering. So we could not do, at Canine Companions Rescue Center, we could not do what we do without the great fosters that help provide safe, loving homes for our dogs on a regular basis. I got involved with Canine Companions Rescue Center about 1.5 years ago. My family and I would always make a habit of going to Petco in Auburn Hills every Sunday at 12 o'clock because we knew the dogs would be there through CCRC at 12 o'clock. And so we would go in, we'd pet the dogs, and a couple of the ladies, Erica and Debbie, said, hey, you can do more than just come in and pet the dogs if you want. You can foster, you can handle the dogs at Petco every Sunday. And so we decided to take the plunge and start fostering dogs. And so for the last 1.5 years, we've had, I'd probably say about 31 dogs come in and out, and that would be litters of puppies, single dogs, a couple dogs at a time. And what it's meant for our family is we feel so blessed to be able to give an animal a safe, loving home with plenty of food and water and take those worries away that from the environments that they come from, hoarding situations or abuse situations. Through fostering, you can help provide the dogs a safe, loving environment that they need and should have to be able to be their very best, like some are here. So that's what fostering has meant to us. You can foster with Canine Companions Rescue Center by actually going online at ccrcdogs.com and filling out the foster application and telling us a little bit more about yourself and why you'd like to help foster. But with the fosters also, we're limited as far as how many dogs that we can bring in if we don't have enough fosters to be able to care for those dogs. So that's the importance of fosters, and you get to obviously get lovely pets like this and provide them a great home. So that's what fostering would mean. We would love it. If you have interest, you can check us out again at ccrcdogs.com and check out what fostering is about. And we would also like to throw out to you, to all the listeners out there, all the viewers out there, if you have any topics specifically that you would like us to cover in future episodes, you can once again contact us at ccrcdogs.com. But anything that you're thinking of health-wise, is there anything that you want to know that's seasonal? Maybe it's dog training. We will have guest speakers on the show for future episodes that will cover dog training and different topics. But we'd love to hear from you on what you'd like to see and hear in the show. So we really appreciate you joining us today. Lindsay, thank you so much for being with us. And Summer, it was a true pleasure to have you. And we will be talking to you soon. Thank you so much.